Fearless Disease.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey furious, demanding ICE leave after a woman was killed in her car by an agent. Tonight, vigils and protests breaking out nationwide, including right here in Boston. Crowds chanting, holding up banners, anger spilling out into the streets. Thanks for joining us here at NBC Boston, everyone. I'm Colton Bradford. Tonight, we learned the woman killed was identified by the Minnesota Star Tribune as Renee Nicole Good. Now, we do have cell phone video of the deadly shooting. We want to warn you that you might find it disturbing to see. Let's bring in our immigration reporter here at NBC 10 Boston, Oscar Margain. He joins us live from Boston Common, where that rally was held earlier tonight. Oscar?
Before he gets into a Fearless Disease fam, today we expose the truth they hate to hear. Like right now, if you are ready, as you see an ICE agent shoots and kills a 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. Rest in peace, man. Very sad. In Minnesota, during an informant, they had basically they were protesting over there. I think a ICE agent was trying to obtain, of course, a they would say criminal, but unfortunately, they were shot by the ICE agent. It's still going on to figure out what really happened, but still not a good look for ICE at all. Still not a good look.
Hey, Colton, yeah, and among a lot of rally goers here tonight, there was a lot of indignation, and it was reminiscent of what happened 6 years ago in Minneapolis with George Floyd, who was killed in Minneapolis by police. And with
this, you're going too far. This ain't nothing to do with no George Floyd. This is totally different circumstances. You're going too far. Don't bleed on to the Black Lives Matter type of stuff. This is not the same. Don't do this already. They're already starting off with some BS.
all of this in mind, I spoke with a local retired police chief who is calling for restraint.
See, for the thing is, really, what is here is the feds say that she weaponized her car. So locals call it murder. That's what they're saying. So it's basically the people against the police. That's how it usually goes. But if a cop really felt like he was in danger and used a car, as they're probably showing the video, if you've seen the video, then it's well in the cop's range to be able to defend himself. Now him going on to saying a George Floyd type of way is a little bit different, man. They go too far, man.
It took a matter of seconds.
You can't do that.
For a nice confrontation with an activist to escalate into a deadly shooting.
Dude, you shot her!
NBC News reporting 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good was a woman shot Wednesday by one of the agents on scene of an immigration operation in Minneapolis after she allegedly blocked a street with her SUV.
See, this is up and down. It's going to go to court, of course, and the prosecutors, everybody else will be able to see this in court. Protesters are going to be mad anyway. It doesn't matter if the suspect did anything. They're going to be mad at what cop did. So the person could have had a knife, a gun, a car, anything like that, as you see right here. If the cop does anything to retaliate, he's going to be the bad person anyway. So we already know that. But this is going to be back and forth. It all depends on the jury. It's going to be on the lawyer. It's going to be on the judge to figure out, did that person really use the car to really try to harm the cop? That's going to be the big question. And they're going to argue about that for a long time in court.
We collectively are going to do everything possible to get to the bottom of this, to get justice.
Local and state officials denouncing the shooting and the presence of ICE in Minnesota.
What they are doing is causing chaos and distrust.
While the Department of Homeland Security defended the actions of its agents, saying Good weaponized her vehicle.
It was an
They're going to stand up for it. It's a cops union. It's like a club. It's a cop union. They're going to stand up for him. They're going to look over the film, but they've seen it already. They have body cams, and once they've seen that, they feel like that she used the car as a weapon, which is a deadly weapon. I mean, you could die, you get hit by a car. So he used what they would say is the same level of harm against the person that's going against the cop. So it's going to be hard for them to fight against the cop not being able to defend himself.
Act of domestic terrorism, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle.
What do we do?
This fatal shooting has sparked protests from Minneapolis to Boston, with rally goers here vowing to continue their community activism.
It's our job to stand against this and say, no, we don't stand for this.
It ain't got nothing to do with him. Some people just want to just riot or protest just for anything. They don't know what really happened. They probably didn't even see the video. They don't know what's going on, but they just have to rally just because they think that rice is such a bad thing, which when in actuality it's really helping American citizens. But some people are just, you understand, I've learned this figured this out as I'm getting older with age. Not everybody is smart. Don't you realize that you were in school, everybody was together? I mean, not everybody was together. You had people in regular classes, they had AP classes, they had people that weren't as fast, so they were a little bit slower. And then you had the really people that in the short bus, like the short bus people. I'm sorry, they were mentally challenged. They ain't really be able to just keep up with regular students. Don't you know, after high school, we're all together with everybody, so we don't know who's slow and who's smart and who's a little bit, don't really got it. Those are those people. They just do stupid things. You're trying to figure out, why are they doing this? This is a stupid thing to do. Those are the short bus people.
Pro-immigrant groups worried violence would eventually spill over like this.
We have feared that without appropriate checks and constraints on the agency, that there have been more violent incidents.
Mirror Coalition's Elizabeth Sweet is aware of the risks.
Sometimes need to think about, where are appropriate places to be speaking up and protesting and ensuring that we are following all the rules.
This is an awful tragedy, a situation that, probably could have and should have been avoided.
Retired Newton Police Chief John Carmichael cautions people not to jump to conclusions while investigators look into the use of force, officer training, and imminent threat.
We have to allow law enforcement to do their job. Again, if we don't like that, society doesn't like that, then we take the correct avenues to change that.
And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said that the ICE officer who shot Good was hit by Good's car. He was treated and released from a hospital, she said. Now here at home, Governor Moore.
Right now, he's being treated at the hospital because he was hit by a car. If you're getting hit by a car as a police officer, what makes him out of his range to be able to pull his weapon arm out to be able to defend himself when he's getting hit by a car?
Healy described ICE's tactics as, quote, dangerous, while Boston Mayor Michelle Wu called for an end to, quote, mass deployment of ICE agents into American cities and to restore the rule of law and basic accountability from the federal government. We're also expecting additional anti-ICE rallies to take place tomorrow here in the Bay State. Reporting live in Boston, Oscar Margain, NBC 10 Boston.
So they're basically going to protest more and more about stupid things. Some people are just not that bright. The ICE agents are doing their job. There's a lot of illegals in America that shouldn't be here, undocumented, and they're able to get free. There's a long list of why they're here, and they're not supposed to be here. It's common sense, but some people don't have common sense. You realize that people are never going to understand what's right and wrong. They just go off their feelings. Doesn't make sense at all. Anyway, smash that like, tap the next video here on the screen, subscribe and hit that bell. The CashApp FearlessDisease is always in the description if you are rocking with the movement. We'll see you on that next one. Stay rich and stay fearless.